Hello, what's up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I am still doing my Stephen King movies and reviews, and I'm doing a lot of movies that I haven't watched until now. This, however, I have seen before. I'm talking about Thinner. Thinner is a 1996 film that is, again, written by Stephen King, based on a novel with the same name, and it is directed by Tom Holland. Not our current Spider-Man Tom Holland. No, this was the director from the 80s and 90s. And the film is, we meet Billy Halleck, who's played by Robert John Burke, who at the beginning of the movie, he's a lawyer, family man, married, has a daughter, and he seems like he's happy. Besides the fact that he's fat. And I'm telling you, this guy is fat, and this movie makes it a point to say, see, look how fat this guy is. Look how much he eats. Look at how, if only he was thin, he would be happier. One night, he's driving home with his wife. His wife decides to give him a blowjob. Oops! Because it's normally a good thing, but this time, this woman comes out into the street, and he accidentally hits her, kills her. He somehow gets away with it due to an accidental death ruling. But her father has put this curse on Billy. And this curse makes him thinner. And at first, that seems like, wow, perfect. This is the best curse ever. I've been trying to lose weight through all these different diets. Well, the problem is that once he does get thin, he keeps getting thin. And keeps getting thin and thinner and thinner until, of course, he'll eventually die. Now, what I think of Thinner is, this movie, I think, is just okay. It's just okay. It's not great. I remember being a kid, and I became aware of this movie because of my mother. My mom, she saw this movie when I was young and would talk about it, mention it to me, and just how freaky it was. And I saw definitely parts of it, maybe the whole thing, I don't remember, when I was a kid. And I remember thinking that it was like weird and, creepy. At the time, when you're a kid, you'll think anything is scary. But rewatching it now, it has been so many years later, like over 15 years probably. So I'm watching it now, and it definitely has moments. I like the setup. I like the premise of the movie. I talked about the character Billy. Robert John Burke is a good actor, and seeing him in the fat suit is a little comical, especially the very, very first shot of him as a fat guy. It looks so obviously a fat suit. But over the course of the movie, like maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes in, I thought, okay, you know what? I can go along with him being fat. I can go along with this. And when the incident happens and he gets away with it, and then this curse is placed on him, the movie was still interesting, seeing him rapidly losing the weight. It's not making sense because he's not even doing his diet anymore, and he's actually eating whatever the hell he wants and still losing weight. His wife can't believe it. Doctors can't make sense of it. And he doesn't care. He's actually happy. He's like, hey, whatever it is, fucking awesome, because I get to eat whatever I want and still lose weight. But then when shit starts to hit the fan, that's where the dread should have come in. That's where the real fear and terror and the looming impending death should have really, that's what this movie should have been about. But for some reason, the rest of the movie just became about him almost becoming a vigilante, just in the sense of he was getting to the bottom of it. He went out and found the gypsies, the head gypsy especially, who put the curse on him. He went out there, found where they were, confronted them, and they just toyed with him more. They just put like more curses on him and fucked with him more. And so he and his friend decided to fuck with them back. And it's like the rest of the movie just became like, hey, we're going to get you back, and then you're going to get us back. And then we're going to come back and get you until you lift this curse. And I wanted this to be a little bit more of a personal story. You're watching it and you're thinking it's going to be the meltdown, the breakdown, the deconstruction, the decomposing almost of this one guy thinking he was losing weight as a good thing, and then actually becoming thin and grotesque. And the movie never really quite hits there, never quite gets to that level. And the ending just left me, I don't want to say confused, because he starts to think that his wife is cheating on him with the doctor. And sure, all roads, all signs do point to his wife is probably cheating on him. But I never got confirmation. Maybe I missed it, maybe I blinked, but there was never a moment where the wife admitted to cheating. But yet he gets to a point where he's like, I'm going to kill her. I'm going to get to a point where I'm going to kill her with this voodoo-induced pie. And obviously that backfires on him. And then the ending just ends in a way where you're like, wait, what? How does this end? Is this a good ending? I wasn't mad. I wasn't angry. I wasn't sitting here pissed, and I'm not ranting or raving. I'm just kind of like, this was a really good idea, really good premise, which seems to be the case with a lot of Stephen King books that are turned into movies. Whether the books are just better, whether it's damn near impossible to translate his stories into movies. Maybe there's a disconnect somewhere. Obviously, there are some really great ones. There are some great books that he's turned into great movies, or some books that are decent that are turned into better movies. It's happened. It has happened. This just seems like something went a little wrong in the middle of the process. So guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think of Thinner? Do you like it? Do you love it? Did you even see the fucking movie? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!
These silent screams became a part of me. I'm moving past that. Please won't you free my soul? Can't hardly breathe in this society. I'm just a madman. Leave misery at home. Leave misery